What is going on, guys? We are back with another video. Obviously, in our Las Vegas Raiders franchise, just got done discarding of the LA Chargers, and ironically enough, taking the spot that would have been occupied by Denver if they would have even won one game against us. All they do is win one game against us, and they have the spot. We do not. Obviously, we're going to be facing up against the Baltimore Ravens, which sucks. But first things first, we got to take a look at these stats and awards, see if we had any awards at all. Of course, the stats weren't bad. Derek Carr could be a superstar dev quarterback, 4th in passing touchdowns, 3rd in passing yards, and probably like number 5 in picks or something like that. But obviously, not a bad season. Picks, you know, we separate ourselves from those a little bit last game. Jacobs, pretty good season. 1,341 yards, 4.8 yards per carry with 10 touchdowns. Behind a line like this is not bad. Kenyon Drake was really good too. 579, 5.4 yards per carry with 4 touchdowns. I know his yards per carry are better, but he was kind of the reliever for Jacobs. So obviously he wore them down, and then, you know, Drake just kind of knocked him out. Waller, 1,480 yards, 11 touchdowns. I would assume the number 1 tight end performer of the year, as he was almost the number 1 receiver of the year in general. Ruggs, 1,165 with 8 touchdowns. Would have liked to see him get a little more touchdowns, but can't be mad with the yards. Edwards, would have loved to see more touchdowns, way more, with pretty good yards. Renfro, I mean, he was on par for a very good slot receiver type season before he got injured. Kenyon Drake, these a couple of receiving stats. Same with Jacobs. Zay Jones when he came in. Foster Moreau a little bit. And Willie Snead was injured the majority of the season. Blocking for the O-line. Colton Miller kind of got destroyed. Everyone else they were okay. I mean, especially with this line, you're looking at them before the season starts. You're thinking, not great. Not great, right? They're not the greatest O-line in the world, but they played pretty well. Give them some credit. Tackles, Abram with 95. Kwiatkowski with 87. Merrick with 83. See these sack numbers. Clellan Ferrell with 14 big ones. Absolutely insane. Big fella. Of course, Max Crosby with 9. McCoy with 5. Yannick, I know he didn't play every snap in the world, but I would assume he's played enough snaps to get more numbers than that, and he did. Really did not have a great season at all for us, and I can't remember if it's a 1-year deal he signed or it was a 2. I think it was a 2-year deal. But I would like to replace him. Thank you very much. Looking at the kicking stats. Look at the man. Look at the man. Daniel Carlson. Perfect season across the board. Have me children. Of course, punter didn't really get used as much as I would say you would like. But I guess that's not something you would like to have, right? You kind of want to not use your punter. Let's take a look at the actual seasonal stats. So obviously, Derek Carr has no chance at MVP. Mahomes locked that up regardless of what we done. And very rightfully so. 55 touchdowns, 7 picks, nearly 6,000 yards. Insane. Brady was great. Rodgers was pretty solid. Fitzpatrick was awful. Dak was okay. Newton, still the starter in New England. A lot of guys did not throw a lot of picks. We are not a lot of guys. We're the opposite of that. Of course, some of these guys pulled away even further. Christian McCaffrey, potentially the running back of the year for both sides if there was just an in-general award. But Jacobs, I mean, you look at the comparison. I mean, there's not, that many AFC guys. So is he a Pro Bowler? I mean, I would say he is, but he's not. Damn it. Melvin. So if we don't make the Super Bowl, I'm hoping that the Titans, Browns, or Broncos do. But there might be some other guys with some really big touchdown seasons as well. Maybe Marlon Mack gets the nod anyways. But yeah, if we can get one of those 3 teams to the Super Bowl, if it's not us, then, hey, Pro Bowl for him, I suppose. Yardage-wise, number 1 for Tyreek Hill with 19 touchdowns. Waller was not the number 1 tight end for yards, but of course for yards per catch by a mile. And then obviously with 11 touchdowns is brilliant stuff. Ruggs was way down the list, but obviously we had multiple guys on the list where some guys just, some teams only had one guy. Who had the most touchdowns? 19 for Tyreek. Who gave up the most sacks? Let's see it. 24 for Tevin Jenkins. That sounds about right to me. Makes sense. And of course, the lowest sack totals don't really matter because a lot of those guys are interior guys. Defensively, J.J. Watt so close yet so far away. 22 sacks. Gary with 17.5, really good season. Chubb, 13.5. Vaughn with 13. 13 for Shaquille Barrett. 12.5 for Jordan. 11.5 for Burns and Quinn. 11 for Chandler Jones, Trent Murphy, and Floyd. Some decent numbers, especially for Jordan Brooks, who's not even really like a pass rusher. And of course, they didn't show Clellan Ferrell because they didn't want to make everyone else feel bad. And where were we on the picks list? We didn't have that many interceptions, did we? Damn, that is not a lot. This defense, I mean, obviously we had a lot of fumble forces, but that defense really was, I mean, a little suspect. I believe we actually did give up more yards than we actually gained ourselves. Kicker, obviously we have the GOAT. And then for yards, you know, some other teams were pretty low themselves, ironically enough. But yeah, that's pretty much the numbers. Take a look at the yearly awards. MVP obviously goes to Mahomes. Was Carr on the list? He was not. It doesn't really surprise me. Looking at the Offensive Player of the Year on the AFC side, Derek Carr does make number 9. And then my boy, Clelin Ferrell, the guy, number 1 for the Defensive Player of the Year award. One hell of a year. One of the greatest turnarounds you could ask for. Offensive Rookie of the Year does not go to any of our guys, which I don't even remember if we even fielded a rookie. Did we? I don't think we did. Maybe an offensive lineman at a time or two, but Trevor American, number 3. I mean, honestly, that's higher than it should be. 7 for Divine Diablo. Quiddy Pay with the win. Quarterback of the Year goes to Mahomes. Carr, number 10. Oof. You know, obviously the picks aren't great, so it is kind of Jameis Winston-y, but I mean, other than some of the really bad, easy missed throws, he did have a good year. Ruggs is a Pro Bowler, surprisingly. Not bad. O-line, some Patriots guys. We had Incognito at 10. Clelin, of course, the best defensive lineman. Best linebacker. A bunch of Steelers on there. Broncos and Steelers made up 5 of the top 10. Oh my, best DB was not on the list. And then the best kicker, Daniel Carlson. My guy. But this is what the NFC looks like. Not that it really matters, because obviously, you know, we're not competing with these guys technically. We're only technically competing about these guys, you know, when it comes to the Super Bowl, realistically. There you go. O-line. D-line. Linebacker. Pretty cool to see Gary up there. And that's pretty much it. I don't think we recovered all of them, though. There's a lot that we didn't recover because obviously we're number, 32 in takeaways. So forced fumbles, we had 5 for Abram, 4 for Trayvon Merrick, 2 for recovered for Abram, 1 for Merrick. Here's some of the other guys, obviously Carl Joseph's that guy too. Clelin Ferrell had himself a year though. And you're probably looking at the length of the video and thinking, excuse me, short video man, do you mind? And yes, it's going to be a little bit of a short one. I wanted to show the stats and awards, and I don't know, you interpret how you want. I did say that if we lose, I might just put the the stats and awards in that video as well. So maybe I just spoil that we win. Who knows? Oh, spooky. I don't know. It's October. I don't know what that means. But, of course, Wednesday will be the episode against the Ravens. Will we win? Will we lose? Find out 2 days from now. Of course, I will have an experiment video kind of thing a little bit later today that if you actually play franchise, you might want to see. It's actually a pretty good one. It's not like, you know, some, who would win this, or this. Or it's actually something useful. I know, really strange for me. But yeah, tomorrow will be a Dolphins franchise video. Wednesday, once again, the playoffs versus the Ravens. Is it a one and done? Are we going to make it all the way? Of course, Thursday will be a rebuild. Friday, I don't know. We'll see. Once again, look at the community tab in the future for potential stream information. Maybe we stream later tonight. I don't know. Once again, this whole Raiders thing is weird. So no matter what, even if we lose on Wednesday, you know, Friday would be the earliest stream. But if we win, who knows? Maybe I still stream on Friday and we stream that. I don't know. But that's pretty much it. Not going to get this 10 minutes. I don't care. If you guys enjoyed, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. Appreciate you if you aren't new and you just continue watching me. It means a lot. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays, and then twitch.tv/Jeromepkr for streams, which is where we were kind of streaming this pretty consistently up until the postseason. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!